Iran is ruled by one of the worst dictatorships in the world. The regime oppresses its people in every thinkable way to stay in power. People who want freedom and democracy are persecuted in the most brutal way. They are imprisoned, tortured and executed. The number of executions of all kinds is now increasing in a horrifying way. The judicial system and the legal proceedings are arbitrary and do not follow international standards or rules. Torture is routine. Executions of minors and stonings continue in spite of protests from the world society. Women and ethnic and religious minorities are seriously discriminated and harassed. All this depends on the mullahs' enormous fear of democracy and their desire to stay in power. So, the regime exports fundamentalism, terrorism and infiltration to countries nearby, for example Iraq, but also to other continents. Its work to produce nuclear arms continues. And all this is done to destabilize and threaten other countries and to prevent democracy both inside and outside Iran. Hello, my name is Holmstrand and I live in Sweden. I am a teacher but also a member of Amnesty International, as I am a devoted supporter of human rights and of course democracy. When I realized the brutality, the horror and the suffering coming from the mullah regime, I felt a strong wish, a need to stop it. I was very lucky because I happened to meet supporters of People's Mujahideen of Iran in my own hometown. Now I have worked with them and many other supporters abroad for 6 years. Very soon I understood that the very best resistance against the mullahs are the courageous 3,400 members of Mujahideen living in Camp Ashraf, fighting for freedom and democracy for 25 years. They have been attacked several times, besieged and violated, taken as hostage, been an object of sabotage and firing, and some of them have been killed. I want to show this. And this. To me, it is incredible that they can resist, even then. They do not give up, in spite of all this suffering and killing. The people of Ashraf are my heroes, my models, my ideas. They sacrifice comfort and security, and they risk their lives for freedom and democracy. It is now extremely important that we go on supporting their heroic struggle in all thinkable ways. For example, this must go on. And many other activities. I try to write about Camp Ashraf in newspapers, so I got this one published in a Swedish newspaper. The deadly threat, it says, save Camp Ashraf. The deadly threat from Iran and its puppet Nouri al-Maliki is still extremely serious. They will do anything to delete the freedom warriors of Camp Ashraf. It is obvious that Nouri al-Maliki is not to be trusted. He breaks the deal with the United Nations. He does not respect the Geneva Convention. He has attacked, wounded and killed the residents of Camp Ashraf several times. So, he is a criminal and a murderer and must be put in front of a criminal court for all his deeds. To Maliki I say, we are after you. We will chase you. When you were in Washington, I and my friends followed you to the White House, to Chamber of Commerce, to your hotel, and to the Iraqi embassy. And you heard what we shouted. Maliki is a murderer. Shame on Maliki. Maliki is a puppet of Iran. Shame on Maliki. And I promise you, Maliki, we will go on chasing you. This is just the beginning. Finally, if our sisters and brothers in Ashraf have the strength to resist during such terrible conditions, also we must hold on with even more energy. Iran, Ashraf, Azadi. Iran, Ashraf, Azadi. Thank you. Mamnoon.